Well, one player who's definitely done with a certain club, and he's not old, only 28 years old still, doesn't turn 29 till November, Paulo Dybala, he's done with Juventus, doesn't want to sign an agreement over an extension. What's the latest on him? Obviously there could be repercussions here in the current season, I wonder, Fabrizio, because, him not wanting to be at the club and et cetera, how unhappy, whether it's Max Allegri, the team, or even the Argentinian himself. What's going on there?
Yes, it's a tense situation. It's always been a tense situation between Dybala and Juventus in the last 2-3 months. For a while,
it's been tense,
yes, it's more than 3 months, because what happened in October, they had a meeting, Dybala's agent Jorge Antun and Juventus board. They had an agreement. It was agreed. The new contract of Paulo Dybala was done. So everything was ready to be signed in December. This was the plan. Before Christmas, they had a meeting to sign a contract. Paulo Dybala had an interview end of November saying in public, I'm going to stay here for 5 years more. So everything was done between Dybala and Juventus. 10 million euros net per season was the agreement. Then Juventus in December said, let's discuss in February, let's discuss in March, after January transfer window. And Dybala was not happy because it was done. It was just to be signed, and Juventus changed it and rescheduled the meeting to sign the contract. Then they wanted to invest big money on Dusan Vlahovic and Denis Zakaria in January. So what they did now is to offer no 5 years contract, but 3 years contract, and for less than 8 million euros. So it was around 6.5 instead of 10. And so Paulo Dybala was absolutely not happy with the situation. He turned down the proposal, and Juventus decided not to improve their bid. And so this is why talks have broken down. Everything is collapsing between Juventus and Dybala. He's going to leave the club as free agent. Let's see now what happens, because many clubs could be interested in England, in Spain, in Italy also. There are many rumors about Inter, because Inter director Marotta was at Juventus when they signed Dybala from Palermo in the past. So many options, nothing decided yet. But of course, Dybala will be one of the big free agents on the market with many, many others. But now is 100% sure Dybala will leave Juventus.
What does this say about Juventus, by the way? Because it sounds that it was, Juventus's fault. There was an agreement and then going back and forth. It doesn't look good for a club who's going back on their word.
Yes, they wanted to change the strategy because of two factors. The first one is Dusan Vlahovic. They wanted to spend serious money on Dusan Vlahovic. Yeah. Let's remind that they spent 75 million euros guaranteed, plus 5 million euros add-ons, 8 million euro net per season salary. So it's a big contract, it's a big deal. And so they decided to spend that budget, that Dybala budget, on Vlahovic. And the other point is about the injuries. We have to say that Dybala had many and many injuries, many and many problems in the last 2-3 years. And so this is why Juventus were no longer convinced about this contract. But as you mentioned, everything was agreed in October. So it's not kind of Juventus style to do something like that. But football, we know how it works with free agents. It's always dangerous. When contracts are expiring at the end of the season, everything can change in 5 minutes. This is why we have to be always careful with potential free agents.